Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. I hope you all are doing well. How is everything going with you with the lockdown easing out? I hope you all moving out and having fun after all this staying at home. Well, so we are here today again to do a reading for the new moon which is happening in the sign of Virgo on 16th October. The Lord of Virgo is Mercury, which is going retrograde right as we speak in the sign of Libra. This new moon is happening in the nakshatra of Chitra, and the Lord of Chitra is Mars, which is also retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So both the lords of the sign as well as the nakshatra are in retrograde. So this is not a time to move forward rashly. It is a time to go back to the old issues, go back to your drawing board, rethink your plans, get them more organized, be more meticulous with your planning, rethink your plans, relook at your resources, relook at your ideas, what is right, what is not right, what is relevant, what is not relevant, what you can let go, what you should keep. And with these two planets retrograde for the whole of this October, you will realize that there are many things in your life that you can let go of, which you thought earlier that you can't. You will now see that you can let them go much easily. You will gain more insights and more understanding, not only about your life but also about your future. You will get the right ideas and resources to move forward. You will have epiphanies and aha moments where what you thought earlier was not resolvable, or there was no path to take, or there was a dead end. You may now find a new way to look at those things. You may now find a new way to move forward with those things that seemed impossible earlier. So it's never bad to go back, move, take a break, go back to your drawing board and redo your plans. This is the best time to do it, the next 15 days. Rework on your plans. So let's see what the cards have to tell us, what messages the divine is giving us for these two celestial events. So first I'm pulling out the Moonology cards to see what energy is the new moon bringing to us. What energy is this new moon bringing towards us? We have a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Wow. Actually, this new moon is happening on the verge of Libra. The last new moon happened at the beginning of the sign of Virgo. It was almost at the edge between Virgo and Leo, and this is happening in the edge of Virgo and Libra, and it's on the last degrees of Virgo. And actually after a few hours both sun and moon will move into Libra, and the nakshatra Chitra is placed both in Virgo and Libra. It's half here and half there. So you see, this is a very important pivotal time for relationships. We are on the verge of beginning new relationships. A new romantic cycle may begin for many of you. Let's pull out one more card. You are very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. Wow. So if you've been working on a project or a relationship or a job or anything else in your life, a house, a car, or whatever project you have been on, you are very close to achieving your goal. We have hold your vision, the fixed moon. So if you have been feeling that there's nothing happening in this situation, I'm not moving forward, nothing is happening. If in a relationship nothing is happening from the other side and we are not going anywhere, there's no communication, or there is no activity, or there's no action, or even in your job or project, or If maybe you were waiting for a promotion which is not happening, or you were waiting for a call from someone for a job, a project, or an order, or a client, and it's not happening, don't worry, just hold your vision. Things are going to begin. A new cycle is very close, and you are very close to achieving your goal. So just hold the patience. Sorry for this background noise. So hold your vision. Your things are happening at the background. You may not be able to see them, but they are definitely happening behind. So let's see, what do we need to keep our focus on in the next few days. We have author. So you have a book inside you that wishes to be expressed. So we should take time for writing. This came even in the previous reading, that we should pay more attention to writing. For some of you it had come. So I think pay more attention to expressing yourself. When we say author, nowadays we have a lot of options. We can write a blog, we can write a book, we can write messages, good morning messages, or maybe if you want to express your feeling to someone and you are unable to say it, you can write it in an email, you can send it as a written message. Pay attention to writing. Maybe you can do journaling when you feel called to it, or if you're feeling confused about something, when we write it down we feel much better. So writing is of very important here. Write down your feelings, write down your thoughts, write down your intuition. It will help you gain insight. We have body work. So maybe some of you are working on physical therapy or exercising or training for your body. We need to work on that. We need to, if you feel like, go for a massage, integrate your energies, pamper yourself, pay attention to your body and the needs of your body. Eat the right foods, drink plenty of water, keep yourself hydrated, take salt baths, detox your body, do exercises, do yoga, do meditation, whatever you feel the call for, pay attention to that and do it. Take care of yourself. We have leadership. Take charge of the situation. So if any of you have been feeling that your life is not in your control and things are not happening as they should be happening, maybe somewhere you have allowed other people to take charge of your life. You have allowed other people to take decisions of your life, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes subconsciously we give away our power to other people. We allow our peers or our parents or our relatives or our siblings to affect our relationships, to affect our decisions in life, to affect the choices we make. We need to take leadership and take charge of the situation. If there is any addiction or if there is anything that is blocking you, take charge and get rid of it. If there is a change that needs to be made in your life, take action and get rid of it. Resolve the situation. You can't keep stuck in a particular situation endlessly. It will just pull you down. It will just make you feel helpless and hopeless. It will just bring down your morale. It will make you feel powerless. And slowly it drains your energy and drains your power. So take charge of the situation and make the change that is necessary. Okay. So let's see what is leaving our lives with this new moon and this retrogrades. What is leaving our lives? I'll pull out 3 cards and then we'll see what they say. We have Judgment. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Cups. Wow. So 2 cup cards show a lot of emotions. So what I am getting from these cards is we have been very sad about things that we have lost or something that was not right in our life. We have a lot of sadness and regret towards it. Maybe we made some decisions that were not right, due to which we lost something. But remember, we have 2 cups here which are still there for us. So pay attention to that. We need to get out of this loss and regret and look at what we have. Be grateful for what we have. We can always build this castle. There's a castle here. We can always go to this castle and rebuild it. What is lost is just part of what we have, not everything. a relationship or a job or prized possession, even if it's a house, whatever it is just remember it is one part of your life, it's not your whole life. We have many aspects to our life. We have a job, we have some whatever work we may do, we have relationship, we have a children, we have a parents, and there are friends and siblings, there are so many relationships. We have a house, we have a car, we have our hobbies, we have so many things that complete our life. So don't make one thing your complete life. Pay attention to the other aspects of your life. So maybe one or two aspects of your life are not perfect, but pay attention to what is perfect. So maybe your relationship is not going in the right direction, but at least you have a good job. Or maybe you don't have a good job, but you have a very good loving family. So God always compensates one thing for the other. If maybe one thing is not going perfect, there would be something in your life that is perfect. So pay attention to that. And we have been stuck up with some illusions and confusions for quite some time. With all the retrogrades, most of us have been going through a lot of ups and downs in life, and many people have been confused about which direction to take, what is right, what is wrong, what will I lose if I take this decision, what will I gain if I take this decision. So we have been stuck in a loop for quite some time now, not being able to take this decision. So judgment is a card of decision, of waking up from the dead, getting up from the stupor. So maybe we have been in that confused state, living in illusions, imagining things which don't exist, assuming things that don't exist, hoping things that will not happen. Sometimes we build castles based on our illusions or our assumptions rather than what reality is. Whether it's in relationships or job, we think we will get that promotion. We are because we did a good thing, but maybe someone else has done better and they may get the promotion, not us. So there is a different reality in the world than what we have been assuming. So a judgment call will be made during this time, and I think that is what will be leaving our lives. We will be leaving this sadness, we will take the call to get out of this illusions and this sadness and make that judgment call to move forward, which is a good thing. So let's see what is coming into our lives with this new moon. Since new moon is all about new beginnings, let's see what new beginnings we will have. Wow, we have the Four of Wands, and I also consider this a twin flame card because it has the 1111 portal here. So yes, let's pull out the rest. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Three of Cups. Wow. So these are all three beautiful cards to have in what's coming into our lives, because the Queen of Cups is a very mature, very emotional, very loving, caring person. So maybe such a person will come into our lives who will cherish us, adore us, give us respect, give us love, give us the care that we need, give us the respect that we need, that we deserve actually. Give us the respect that we deserve, give us the love that we deserve. And this shows a celebration and a stabilization of this relationship. There may be some of you may get married, some of you may have a commitment to get married, some of you may get a proposal to get married, or some of you may get engaged, and there will be a chance to celebrate. There will be celebration in your family, there will be coming together of friends, family, or maybe you may meet this person at a party or a get together or a marriage. So these are all three very positive cards, or cards of stabilization, cards of emotional fulfillment, and cards of celebration. Wow. Do mention in the comments if something like this happens. I would love to hear from you. So good things are coming in our lives, people. Finally, I really hope so. So what are the lessons we are learning with this new moon? What lessons are we learning in this? We have seek the truth. Open up. and simply love. The Six of Cups. Wow. So somewhere what we are learning is that we are learning to open up. Somewhere we have been holding back. We have been in that non-giving, non-yielding stage. We don't want to let others close inside us. We don't want to get close to anyone. We are um, holding on to our boundaries. We are blocking people out. We are not ready to take the risk. We are not ready to explore new avenues. We are not ready to take that leap of faith in love or in any project or job or whatever it is. We are not ready to take the leap of faith, not move forward, not open up. We have been holding on to our resources too tight. We have been trying to catch on to things too tight. So now we will be learning to open up. We will learn to seek the truth as well. We will be digging deep inside us, going deep inside us, as we just spoke about it. This is a good time to do. Seek the truth. Find out what is the right and wrong. Find out what your intuition and your gurus and masters are telling to you. Find out what the universe wants you to know. See what is the real truth of the situation, and then you'll open up. And then that we have simply love, which is be innocent in love, be open in love. Somewhere you have been stopping yourself from loving, you have been holding back. So open up and simply love. Allow love to flow from your heart. Allow love to flow towards your heart. Allow innocence and open exchange, talks in love, communicate in love, speak the truth in love, find out what is the truth in love from the other person also. So looks like this is a good time for love. So let us see how our relationships will get affected, since we are getting so many cup cards and so many love cards. Let's see how our relationships will get affected in this new moon. How our relationships will get affected. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So maybe you are already in a relationship that has a very strong attraction. There is a very strong chemistry between the both of you, or you may meet someone who will have a very strong chemistry with you. We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So somewhere maybe in your relationship you have lost the playfulness, you have lost the fun, you have lost the excitement that was there between you, the chemistry. So the universe wants you to bring more playfulness into your relationship. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So don't try to control a situation, don't try to make things happen, don't try to make someone else dance to your tunes, or try to control what they say, how they say, when they call you, how they behave, where are they, what are they, why are they doing this, why are they doing that. So don't try to do that. Let go of the control issues. Sometimes we also want things to happen now. We don't trust divine timing. We don't trust that things are happening in for our own good. We try to make things happen and try to be pushy about it. So don't do that. Allow things to unfold naturally. Let's see what guidance or advice the universe wants to give us. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Wow. So we have another card of new beginnings. We got one before also, a new romantic cycle begins, and now we have birthing a new age. So we have been dreaming about a new world. We have been dreaming about a new loving world where there is no chaos, there is no fighting going on, there is a love all around us. We have been all wanting that, and some way we are part of that. We are part of the creation. Remember, we always co-creators. Nothing happens without our own thoughts, without our own beliefs, without the law of attraction. We have to put in our effort. We have to work on us. We have to clear our blockages to make things available to us. It's never about outside situations or outside other person. It is always about you. You have the blocks, you have the learnings to learn, you have the karma to clear, and that's why your life is not moving forward. So never blame someone else for what is changing in your life, or what is stuck in your life, or what is not right in your life. Remember, it's you who has created the situation, and hence you have the power to change it with your own thought process, with your own healing. Heal yourself, clear yourself, detox yourself, purge yourself, and then you will be able to create a new beginning for yourself. This card wanted to fall out, so I'll take it. It's called the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And we did get the Four of Pentacles, which is the clinging card, which is asking us to open us. And this is a mix of the Four of Pentacles and the Tower card. So if there's something that we are holding on to, an old, if you see, this is a very old structure, a very old part of a castle that we are trying to hold on to. We are trying to cling to it because we want to have what was ours. We are holding on to it, but unless we won't let it go, we will never have this beautiful garden outside. So allow it to go. I always tell people, if something is not working in your life, let it go. The more you hold on to it, the more pain it will cause you. It's like trying to hold on to a rope very tightly. It just cuts your hand. So let it go. Don't cling to things that are not meant for you. It will just cause you more and more pain. That's about it. When we let go of and we allow the universe to do it, and then we go with the flow, we'll always reach the right spot we are supposed to be. Sometimes what happens is the universe gives us a chance to make the change. It guides us, it shows us the path, it wants us to make the change willingly. But we are scared, we don't take the leap of faith. Then the lightning falls and the crumbling happens from outside. Then the universe will make it happen, and that is always more drastic and more chaotic than what we could have done. So it's always better you make the change before the universe steps in and makes it for you. Allow things to go, crumble, that are supposed to crumble. Okay, let's pull one more last card for this. We have the Council of Light. Divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realm. Yes, I just said it here that when we don't make the changes we are supposed to make, the universe will do it for us. So divine orchestration is taking place. The universe is working on us to make things happen. And remember, you have all your gurus, masters, guides, spirit guides, power animals, your ancestors, all are surrounding you and waiting to help you. So ask for help from them. Remember, they are always eager to help you, but you need to ask for help. They will not come to you unless you ask it. So they are waiting for you to call on to them. Call your masters, call your guides, call your spirit guides and power animals, call your ancestors. They will help you. They will give you guidance on what path to take, what direction to take, what steps to take. They will show you. They will guide you. Don't worry. And they are always protecting you also. They will help you move in the right direction and do the right thing. Okay. So let's get some messages from the divine. Let's see what messages the universe wants to give us. It says, all there is to love has been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you have grown. So you rock. Wow. So the love has been all along. We lack the understanding and the resources and the eyes to see it. So there is always love around us where we expect and also where we don't expect. We should have the wisdom to see it and to understand it. So when we change, when we grow, we understand more and more about love. We understand more about the unconditional part of love. Usually we start our love from being conditional, from being from a mind because of someone's looks, because of someone's money, because of someone's status. People love, they get attracted, they get infatuated. But love is much beyond all this. It is about the soul, where the body doesn't matter, where the money doesn't matter, where the status doesn't matter, where the looks don't matter, where nothing matters, only the love that the soul feels for each other. So the more you go into your soul, the more you will realize that that love always existed. It was just your ego that was interfering with that love. So let's pull out one more card. What other message the universe wants to give us? It says karma is on your side. Yay! If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you even believe how often you have thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Wow. So people have been thinking about you, people have been loving you, people have been wishing good for you, praying for you, blessing you. So if your karma has been good, this is payback time. Karma is on your side, and you will. I had told this in my last video also, that Saturn going direct and Jupiter going direct will bring back our karmas that we have been doing in the last few years. If we have been on the right side of karma, karma will be on your side. You will get paid in good dividends. And if you have been done something wrong, it's time to ask for forgiveness and regret. Make that apology, ask that forgiveness, make the corrections, make the amendments, and correct the karma that you have been doing wrong so that you don't have to face the consequences. Let's pull one more message from the universe. It's not only about being right. Wow. It says, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? Yes, that's so right. In fact, recently I was having a debate with a friend, and I was giving my viewpoint, and she became very agitated, and it suddenly struck me that it is not even about the views that we were like talking about, but I suddenly realized that she's hurt so much inside because of some things in her life that she faced, some injustice she has faced, and that is what is coming out now. So you have to rise above it. You have to understand the other person's pain and stop. I just stopped arguing. I suddenly just stopped saying anything. I said, no, we don't need to argue about this, because she has gone through a certain pain and she's still living in that pain. She's still holding on to that pain. She has not healed it. She's coming from a place of hurt, pain, and angst. And that is when people say things and do things that are hurtful to others, because they are hurting themselves inside. So at that moment, we need to let them go. We need to leave that discussion, or we need to stop trying to prove whether what is right or wrong, and just let them, wait for them to heal their pain, to heal their angst and insecurities that they are carrying within themselves. Once they are healed, they will realize the truth, right? So it's not necessary always to prove that you are right or wrong. It's just necessary to understand the other person's perspective and forgive them. If they hurt you also unknowingly, forgive them, because they are hurting you, because they themselves are hurting inside. They themselves are carrying the pain and angst of previous lives, maybe what happened to them in the past. So let it be. Let them be. Yeah. Alright, so finally let's see what blessings are coming to us with this new moon. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Wow, and we got the love cards earlier. A new love cycle is coming. So many of you may receive a blessing. You may have a partner come in, or someone who may already have been your partner, or someone new that is coming in, the Queen of Cups, remember, who will come in and bring you companionship to ease the loneliness that you're feeling. A blessing on your intuition. So if you have been feeling that your intuition is not working right, or you may get intuition to do the right thing, you may get the intuition to take the right path. The universe talks to you through your intuition. So remember, always trust yourself, always trust your intuition, and always believe in what the intuition is telling you. So if you're getting some messages from the intuition, trust it. a blessing to heal a relationship. I really feel this whole reading has been more about relationships because we got so many relationship cards, so many cup cards. We got the Four of Wands, we got the Three of Cups, we got the Six of Cups. So yes, the universe is blessing everyone with companionship, with a relationship. You have been waiting for someone to love you, to be with you, to be an equal to you, to respect you, to be there for you, to support you, to spend some good time with, to share your heart and feelings with. So this is all coming to you with this new moon. So all the best to everyone. I hope it really resonated with you, and if something good comes to you, I would love to hear in the messages. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.